Good morning, afternoon. Okay. Excuse me. Last night was quite a meeting. Apparently I'm doing a presentation. So I have to kind of work out an outline for that and figure out what date and time will be okay for that in June. So, we are not doing our Tuesday mornings for the time being because Lori has so much on her plate. So, but we've got to get that gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? Display ready for the post office. My tripod will be here today, my tabletop one. We'll unbox that. And I did something last night. I have always wanted this particular thing. I can't say always. Since, I don't know, for years I've wanted this particular thing. And I actually was looking, found it at a price I could afford to pay off next month, and I bought it. And it'll be here Friday. I am getting my very first MacBook. It will not change my editing because I'll still edit on my HP. Because I have my software on my HP. My software won't go on a Mac. And I have finally learned why that is. Because the Mac operating system uses a different file extension for executable files. Windows simply uses .exe, the abbreviation for execute, meaning to do. Not necessarily to kill. To execute a file means to open it, to do it, to run it, basically. Windows, like I said, uses .exe or .run. And iOS doesn't. So, I am extremely excited for Friday. So, my plan is to use the MacBook for research, for fun, that sort of thing, and to use the HP for editing. Holding on to my videos, that sort of thing. Now, obviously, I won't leave my videos on there anyway because it's too small. I will probably go online on the MacBook more than the PC or the HP because it has bigger RAM. So it'll be faster. It has 8 gigs of RAM instead of 4. So, I was surprised to find, close this. Eight gigs of RAM. Excuse me. I want to make sure that that's. For that price, but I did. Now it doesn't have much hard drive space, but nothing does. Now, I do not know. Actually, it will read my thumb drives, but I need a dongle. for the thumb drives. I don't know why, if a Mac has a USB drive, but because I'm thinking that I might want to do my genealogy on the Mac. I have not had, or I've never had an Apple computer, but I have not worked on an Apple computer since the Apple IIc and the Apple IIe. Yeah. And I think the first Mac I did some writing on as well, because I was on the school newspaper. This was in the late 80s, guys, when I was in junior high school and early high school. So I remember sitting in the newspaper office writing my article on a very square Mac, or a IIe. I'm not sure. I think it was a Mac. Like the very first Mac, when they switched over from calling them Apple to Mac. And I was asked to come over and look at the layout on the layout table. And we all kind of talked about where to put things. Excuse me. I was on the newspaper in both of my schools. In fact, there's a picture of me in the yearbook with the newspaper crew. So, or staff. So, but yeah, the last time was, how many years ago was that? Let's see. I started working on the Apple IIc 37 years ago, in 1987. Oh my goodness. Anyway, yeah, that's when I started working on it. Now, if my phone rings, I have to pick it up. And it should. Because they're going to be calling me back about doing a telehealth tomorrow on my belly, and I may be starting new medication. I don't know. They're waiting for one more test to come back. And if that test shows inflammation, just like the C-reactive protein did, then there's a medication she wants to give me to stop the flare, which, thank you, Lord. My belly would appreciate it. So, the nurse went to talk to her. I've got to vacuum this room. And I'll vacuum the kitchen while I'm at it. I think it does a better job. So yeah, I'm excited. The last time I touched a Mac was in 1990 when I was in 9th grade in Northbridge. And that was 34 years ago. So, I am, in case you can't tell, extremely excited. It is refurbished, but my phone is refurbished, and my phone is fine. It's from Walmart. My watch is refurbished. My watch works fine. It just has a terrible battery because it's an older model. I'm not sure how. I don't think this laptop is very old because it's an Air, I believe. And Airs haven't been around that long. And it's a 13-inch screen, which is probably the same as this one. First one I saw was an 11-inch screen. Then I saw a 13-inch screen for the same price with 4 more megabytes of RAM. Now, for those of you who don't know what RAM is, RAM stands for Random Access Memory. What that means is it's sort of like it's instant memory. It's the computer's short-term memory. That's the easiest way to explain it. Computer has a long-term memory, which is stuff that's stored on it that you can get to, but it also has a short-term memory, or RAM. The short-term memory helps it to get to places you go often, online, or if you use a program often, it'll pop up like that because it remembers it. That's what random access memory is. It helps things that you use often pop up quickly. Once they're in its RAM, That's why a faster RAM means a faster recall in terms of short-term memory. I don't know how else to explain it except short-term memory. It's the stuff that the computer, that you are using on the computer most often. It also, online, you have cache, C-A-C-H-E. Now that spelling usually refers to a group of, you have a cache of goods. If you're going through a disaster and there's a cache of goods, it's a big stash of something. Well, that's what cache is online. Whether it's in Chrome or Explorer or Safari, which is what Mac has. But I think I can download Chrome for a Mac. So, and eventually you need to empty your cache. When I empty my cache, I usually tell it to keep certain things. Excuse me. Keep my emails and passwords. My ones that autofill themselves. Keep my autofill. Keep my emails and passwords that are already in, that I don't have to sign into the site, so I don't have to sign back in and resave. Things like that. Cookies and stuff. Bye-bye. I wonder if a Mac comes with the same software that my iPad did. It looks very similar from what I've seen from other people. Now, I didn't get one that has the partition that has Windows on one side, Mac on the other side, Mac OS on the other side. That's way above my pocketbook. But not that I saw that. But yeah, it's way above my pocketbook anyway. It is neat to have. This guy that I watch on YouTube actually has that basically, and he has like fake cloned drives on it so that he can put external hard drives, external hard drives, SD cards, thumb drives, that kind of thing into it that he gets from his dark web boxes. And even if there's a virus, it's only going to destroy the clone. It's not going to destroy his actual Mac or Windows 11 partition. I laughed so freaking hard the other day. He put one in and it had a virus on it. Most of them don't. Most of them just have really creepy stuff. And this one had a virus on it. And it had like pictures of, I think, a smiling face or something bouncing around, and windows, different little windows bouncing with different things on them bouncing around, like dancing around to this music that said, "You are an idiot. You are an idiot." I was laughing so freaking hard because the virus was, "You are an idiot. You are an idiot." Whoever programmed that definitely had a sense of humor because it was funny. I guess I wouldn't find it funny if it was my computer, but fortunately, I knew he was on a clone of his Windows partition. He somehow cloned it. I don't know how that works, but so he didn't lose anything, you know. But it was just hilarious when it popped up, and there are different little screens dancing everywhere, and it was singing melodically. "You are an idiot. You are an idiot." Even he was laughing. Sorry, Kevin, but that was absolutely one of the funniest things I've heard. And with this flare going on and my tummy feeling like it is, I needed a good laugh. So, yep, the "You Are an Idiot" virus. That was funny. I think what it was saying was, "You're an idiot for putting the thumb drive into your computer. We've now destroyed it." Well, you didn't. You destroyed a clone. I'm just blown away. um, but it was so funny. Um, I have binge watched all of his videos, so I do not know which one it was in. But yeah, the "You Are an Idiot" virus was the funniest thing I have ever seen. So, um, I mean, I can put a link to his page at CryptoNWO, but to get to that particular video, excuse me, hails to the no, because there's too many videos. So, I am awaiting a call. Oh, so anyway, we are going to unbox the tripod, which is not here yet. And what other video will we do today? Excuse me. Hmm. Should we play a game? Oh, I gotta show you what I did over there. I got stuff put in. It's full again. Um, Still organized, but it's full because I put the two kid missing ones in there, which, by the way, I have to go find my, which is why I put my kid missing radio separately. I have, shoot, that wasn't kid missing radio. That was from the kid missing TV from when I did it on TV, which means I gotta dig out the ones in my bedroom. Oh my god. Because I have to find a specific case because I gotta figure out where I got a specific piece of information for updates for May. Well, I guess we could do it behind the scenes. Yeah, why not? So I will go get the folder that has those in it, and we will look through that together, and we'll talk. So I will be back in the next video. Oh, my belly. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.